Hello, I'm Zlatica Zacharová from Comenius University in Bratislava from Slovakia, and together with my colleague Petra Hitková from Trnava University in Trnava, also from Slovakia, we would like to present some information about the importance of preschool education for Roma bilingual children from social disadvantaged environment in Slovakia. So the content of our contribution is also about the determination of pupils' value in schools, children from social disadvantaged environment, especially Roma children, and how we use the mind test to obtain objective data on speech competences, and also a little bit comparison the results of Slovak and the Roma pupils and research results. So the children with difficulty communicating in the language of instruction. These are around 12,000 children in the kindergarten. They are not speaking Slovak language, so the first language is different from the language of instruction. This may be children from other nationalities or immigrant, or maybe from social disadvantaged backgrounds, and also from Roma agglomerations and settlements. While children fail in school, first because of the social environment. We know that this means also the worse development of communication competencies. Their comprehension is on lower level, so they are speaking with the limited or restricted code. In the school, teachers are speaking with the academical level, so academical language code of developed language code. So Jim Cummins also speak about ineffective delivery of monolingual instruction in schools of the monolingual teachers for the bilingual children, and this may lead to development of silent period. So the pupils are not speaking to teacher and also not to other pupils, and this also may be they may feel some rejection. The minority language may be rejected from the teachers or maybe from the students, so the student's identity is in a little bit confusion. Am I good for this society? Am I good in a school? I don't understand nothing. The social disadvantaged backgrounds is around 8% of all pupils. They are living in low resource settings in Slovakia. 72% of these pupils participate in grade repetition. We know that they may have a preparatory compulsory year, but the Roma children or children from social disadvantaged backgrounds, 90% of them were absent from lessons. They have less average success rate in mathematics or in Slovak language. So the success rate is around 20–24%, but the success rate of other children without social disadvantage is around 65 and more %. So I came to the Roma children in settlements. We see here a lack of pre-primary education. Only few % of these children were in the pre-primary education. In a school, we can measure insufficient development of visual auditory differentiation skills or special imagination. The majority of the children communicate only in Roma language. They have very poor or no Slovak language competencies, and also they feel a lot of prejudices and stereotypical thinking of teachers and other students in school. So what we did was we tested the Roma children and also the Slovak children with the mind test. It means we gave them 4 beautiful pictures and they had to tell us the stories. We asked them to tell us 2 stories. The first story was telling the story about birds. We saw them on the picture. And the second was the retelling the story about a cat. So it means that the researcher first told the story and then asked pupils to retell the story. And we also speak with the Roma children from different communities, with the social disadvantaged environment, but also from the normal environment. We also speak with the Slovak children from social disadvantaged environment, and also Slovak children that were bilingual in the first language, and also they had to tell us the story and in the second language. We use parallel stories, so not the same words in both languages. The results are here. So the Roma children from a very difficult environment, so we see it here with this, they use very little words. Also the types and tokens. In the reproduction, they succeeded a little bit more. But when we looked at the Slovak children from social disadvantaged environment, we saw less differences. When we saw children without social difficult environment, we saw better results in telling and also in retelling. Then when we looked at the Slovak bilingual children in the first language, we saw really high level of language skills. This means also in production and also in reproduction stories. And it was also in the first and also in the second language. So what I can tell about, we know that children from social disadvantaged environment and Roma children, especially Roma children, retold stories using much less vocabulary, few sentences and fewer episodes of stories. Weak or no knowledge of the language of instruction becomes as insurmountable a barrier to education as generational poverty. Thank you for watching me.